Thank you very much, Niambi. I know you did. I know you did. Thank you for sharing. Let's go ahead and double and triple the count real quick because we're going to get started in about 1 minute. Walaikum salam. We want to welcome everybody over there on Meerkat as well. Go ahead and restream at Meerkat. Put your hand in the air. All right, we're going to get started in about 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Go ahead and share it. Good morning. Good morning. Wave your hands in the air. And wave them like you just don't care. All right. Countdown before we get started. Brothers and sisters, go ahead. Understanding. This is definitely grade school stuff. This is not middle school. This is not high school. This is not college level things. You know, those levels of education, those basic fundamental levels of education, brothers and sisters, designed to develop your mind, right? To work with a young mind, to work with our minds to help us to lay down the foundation so when we get into higher education, they call it, then we can deal with concepts. We can deal with concepts in strategies and solutions. But that's hard to do just right out of the gate. That's why this approach that I give you is different, and it's really what's required for us as black people in America to understand how to play the money game and how to play the money game to win. Now, here's what I want you to do. For those of you who like the message, I want you to go ahead and go to my website, DarrellMuhammad.net, and go and subscribe. We're going to start having some private conference calls. We're going to start having some private live events, some webinars and things of that nature to expound more on the money game and more specifically on tools and strategies to use. All right? Tools and strategies to use to win the money game. Right? We can be sitting in the stand and know all the rules, right? We can be what they call a sideline or a couch analyst. Know all the rules, know everything. But when it's time to go out on the field and play the game, it's a totally different story. So that's fine. There's some of those of us who want to get on the field, who want to play the game, then you need to go to DarrellMuhammad.net. I'm excited. I just spent a couple of hours last night or this past weekend updating my my blog. Those that went to the old blog prior to Saturday, go now, and I'm sure you'll like the layout. All right. Now, to reach me on social media, thank you for the retweet. All right. At Meerkat, thank you very much. To meet me anywhere on social media is just my name, Darrell Muhammad. Right? Darrell Muhammad. Now, we'll talk about on some other scopes, online strategies, and what you need to do to use social media to get your message out. But here's how you can reach me: YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, Facebook. Facebook, go to my fan page, which is Darrell Muhammad fan page. You have to put fan page, all right? Darrell Muhammad fan page. Going to have a lot of content there that you can't get, on my personal page. And then I want everybody to shift over to the fan page, okay? I want everybody to switch over to the fan page so we can conduct business there. All right. So that being said, brothers and sisters, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you just joined me, my name is Darrell Muhammad. Just bringing you what you need to know in this quick scope, 20 minutes the most. Any questions, go ahead and put it at the bottom of the feed at the end of the scope. All right. At the end of the information, the content we're sharing here, just so we can get as much of it out as possible, and those who have to go can get it and go. All right. But if you want to go into more and more detail, then definitely go to DarrellMuhammad.net. Go there. Have a lot of good information there. We're going to have questions and answers on Wednesdays. So starting this Wednesday, it'll be exclusively questions and answers. So bring your question and answers on Wednesday. All right. And you can also ask your questions there at DarrellMuhammad.net. All right. We're going to also start a book of the month, business book of the month. A club here shortly, definitely this month, okay? So be looking out for that. So we got a lot of exciting things we're doing just to get content out, to leave our footprint in the sand, and to help out as many people as possible. All right. And I need your help. I need for you to share this stream right now. Hit the paradude in the corner and share it. Give some hearts, but share it. Hey, Alex, share it, brothers and sisters. I need for you to share it. Because I don't know, I haven't seen really, I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen too many streams specifically for us. That's why hashtag Black Wealth, hashtag Black Enterprise, hashtag Black Dollars. All right? Because that's what I'm all about. That's what I'm all about, is sharing to our community so we can go ahead and strengthen our black dollar, our black influence. And we started that with the boycott this past Christmas holiday. All right, so let's get into it. Let's go ahead and get into it. I think that's our friend from Russia. I think it's from Russia. If you're brand new, this is your first time being on one of my scopes, go ahead and put new down there in the bottom, so all those of us who are regulars can welcome you, to this live stream. Okay, so the money game, how to play the money game to win and not to lose. What are the rules to the money game? How is it, Darrell, that others can do it and others can't do it? So we come up with all these imaginary reasons why. But I want to disamuse you of those things. I want to really strip it down and give you the nitty gritty, as they say, right? Straight, no chaser. So you can understand what it takes to understand how to play the money game to win. How to play the money game to win. Now we're going to talk about exactly that. How to play it to win. How can you and I play the money game to win? By now, if you've been watching any of the streams that we talked about the money game, you've got bits and pieces. You got a better understanding. Hey, Dasmus, you've got a better understanding. Hopefully, that's my intention, to give you a better understanding, a clearer vision of how to play the money game to win. And recognizing that we have not been playing it to win, we've been playing it another way. And there's only winners and losers. All right, winners and losers. How do you feel about Russia? I don't know anything to feel about Russia. All right, Russia's on the planet Earth. All right, that's how I feel about Russia. All right. So anyway, so we're talking about the money game. And it's about playing the money game to win. There's only winners and losers in the money game. That's all there is, winners and losers. All right? So here's what we need to understand, brothers and sisters, some things as we get into the content. Ready or not, you're already playing the money game. So it's not about getting a lot of information. It's not about getting a lot of information. I need more information, then I'll get started. I need more information, then I'll get started. I need more information, then I'll get started. No, you're already in the game, right? You're already playing the game. So grab the information and go. Grab the information and go. That's what we need to do, because you're already playing the money game. Every time that you touch money, and every time money is available to you, if it's in your bank account, or your line of credit, or whatever it is, whatever it is. If money is available to you, then you're currently activated in the money game. Let me give an example. If a person is on the side of the road begging, they're, quote unquote, a bum, right? They're homeless, right? Every time you give them $1, they're activated into the money game. Right? Tag, you're it. You're in the money game. If they already have some money and you give them another $1, they're already in the money game. But now they have to make a decision on what to do. Right? Now they have to make a decision on what to do with that extra $1. Spend it or add it to the money I already have. So here's how you play the money game to win. It's all about, brothers and sisters, it's all about your approach. Right? It's your approach to the game. And when we say your approach, we're talking about your attitude. Your attitude. How do you approach the game? What do you and I understand about the money game? About the rules to the money game? Can you sit down with someone? Can you sit down with your children and explain to them just what you know? You can only explain what you know. Can you explain to them about the money game? Can you go to your church or mosque or synagogue and sit down with somebody and say, let me just tell you what I know about the money game. Have you heard about the money game? No, I haven't. What is that? That's a term. What do you mean? So you explain it to them. Okay? You explain it to them. That's what the money game is. So you have to be able to understand the rules and how to play the money game. So sit down with your children. If you have any children, sit down with them and say, honey, let mom, let dad explain to you about the money game. Let me explain to you about the money game. See, they like games, so their ears going to perk up. Ooh, the money game. And you can explain to them what you know and what you've learned here and other places, because nobody has a copyright patent on knowledge. Okay? So take it to them and sit down with them and explain to them what you have learned thus far about the money game. Right? So let me just block that person. Okay, so what do you know about the money game? What do I know about it? That's how we approach the game, our attitude and our mindset. Now, brothers and sisters, the biggest challenge that we in particularly have, black folks, more than anybody else, all right, more than anybody else, we have to make sure that we understand that we have to release the negative charge towards money. No money help. No information can help you and I if we don't understand that we have to. We have to weaken. We have to reduce. We have to neutralize the negative charge about money. The negative charge about money. You know, that's what we have to do. That's why we say attitude and mindset. We have to change it, brothers and sisters. We have to change it. And let me tell you how you can know your level of sensitivity. Let me tell you how you can know when you're working on weakening the negative charge around money. This is how I know it. When I get around my family members, right, and they say little things that they don't think nothing of, is really just programming, and it has in the statement a negative charge about money. I recognize it right away. Right? I don't say anything sometimes I do. But here's what you need to do. You always need to address the negative charge about money, either verbally or in your mind. But not to address it verbally and not to address it mentally. It allows the negative charge around money that's already in our brains to grow. It's water. It's water, right? That's why the Bible says, rebuke Satan and he will flee from you, right? Rebuke it, right? And that will push it, push it off of us. But we just can't absorb it. We can't just, suck it in, because then it adds to and becomes a part of us. We have to discharge the negative charge around money. See, that's what personal development is about. It's about discharging. So that's what we have to do. Now, how do you do that, Brother Darrell? How do you do that, Darrell? How do you do that? Now, that sounds good, but how do you do it? Here's how you do it. Hey, thank you very much for restreaming over there, Tommy, over there. And, of course, Living Sheep, thank you for restreaming. We're talking about hashtag Black Wealth, hashtag Black Dollars, hashtag Black economic development, hashtag Black Wealth. That's what we're talking about right here. Make no mistakes about it. All right? Make no mistakes about it. Scripture says charity starts at home and then spreads abroad. Black folks need to practice that. We start abroad and wonder why our house is in just such a shamble, right? Oh, the black community looks so bad. It's just falling all down, but we live out in the suburbs. All right, so we're here to discharge those negative ideas, right, about our own community. We're here to discharge those negative charges that's on money. Well, how do you do that, Brother Darrell? How do you do that? Here's what I want you to do. Here's your assignment. Every time you sit down and deal with your money situation, right, Don't look at it as good or bad. Just look at it as it is what it is. It's $10. It's $1,000. It's late, right? We add charge to it. Oh, Lord, they go, oh, my God, I got a pink bill. I ain't got no money. I got to pay for the babies. Went to the hospital. I got to pay for the prescription. It just is what it is. It's a late notice. It's a late notice. Don't add any charge to it. So how do you take the charge off? You first, by don't adding charge to it. It is what it is. It's not good. It's not bad. It's money. It's numbers on a piece of paper. It's a pink piece of paper. Right? We have to be programmed to where pink is bad. Just like we're programmed to a red stop sign. Somebody come from another country, like Russia, they don't know red means stop unless they have red stop signs in Russia. See, so we have to weaken the charge by not adding to it, and then we think more positive of mindset. Absolutely. More positive towards our personal finance. Right? Here's what you do. Here's what you do. Step one, don't add to the charge. It's not good, it's not bad. It is what it is. Step two is you add positive charge to it. Thank God for a bill, right? That means you're able to get service at your house. That means, you have money or had money or will have money. So you have to trick your mind. Your mind, understanding the mind, it doesn't know what's a good or bad. It's what we tell it. So it's good. Oh, I like pink notices. What? You crazy. Well, you're adding charge to that. Right? You don't want to add charge to the pink notice because you can keep on getting them. You want to add charge to the fact that you have lights on. You want to add charge, positive charge to the fact that you have a job to whereas you have money to pay bills, right? To exist, to have a home. See, so we add positive charge. Okay, that's how we add positive charge. People call it affirmations. You have money affirmations, you have relationship affirmations, you have health affirmations. You can have specific affirmations for every area of your life. Right? You saw the book at the beginning, Asking and It Is Given, right? I bought this book in 2006. Can you see that? Oh, that's not the page. 2006, when I first found out about The Secret, right? First found out about The Secret, loved it so much, I went out and bought 2 or 3 of those books and some other books of the writer. James Arthur Ray showed his book the other day, Harmonic Wealth, okay? So, one of your favorites. Oh, that's good, Sister Niambi. All right? So, I know, brothers and sisters, I know. Darrell, just tell me what to do. All this esoteric stuff in mindset. Tell me what to do. The scripture says that man was created in haste, right? So we want it now, like a baby. Just give me my bottle now. I ain't got nothing to do with you. Got to warm it up and you got to fix it. I don't want to have nothing to do with that. Just give me my bottle when I ask for my bottle. I understand. That's part of our nature. And it has its place. Don't get me wrong. It has its place, but not out of place. Right? It has its place. But its place is not before another step, which is mindset, which puts it out of place. Nothing out of place works as it is intended. Nothing out of place works as it's intended. So the money game, in order to win, the title is How to Play to Win, is you got to get your mind right. Got to get our minds right. Our minds right. If you and I are not where we want to be, then we need to work on our minds first, then work on technique. I know so. So here's what you want. Darrell, tell me how to do it. I wish it was that easy. It's not about me telling you what to do. It's about you making a commitment, a decision first, and making the commitment that you're going to take what I share and others share and do it and live it. Commit to it. So that those around us can see a change going on. Not you telling them a change going on. Oh man, I be on these scopes and oh man, the brother be dropping it. Oh man, it's real good. Man, I've been on it for I've been on it, man. And then a wide awake person will ask you, what has it done for you? Well, I'm getting ready to, I'm about to, and, next week, and I've been putting things in place, but you're already in the money game. I understand you have to put things in place for a business, but right now you're already activating the money game. And that's why this information is so important, because this information you can do today. It's not about next week when you get your credit repaired and all that stuff. This is information, brothers and sisters, that you can use today. There's no excuse for you not to use this information today. There's no excuse for I not to use this information. So decide and make a commitment. And the commitment is for life. How long are you going to breathe? For life. And hopefully a little extra. Right? All right. So here's it. Here's how you can play the money game with. So let me give you some tips. All right. Let me just give you something that if you decide and you're committed, these are some things. Let me ask you something, D-Bell. Does truth work for white people? Truth is of no color. Truth is of no color. If I'm telling you, you try it and it works for you. It works for white people and it works for black people, just like it may not work for white people and it may not work for black people. It don't work for you unless you work it. People used to ask me that all the time. About, how's your business coming? I say, when I work it, it works. Network marketing. How's your network marketing coming? When it works, I work. When I work, it works. So does it work for white people? I don't know. If white people use it, it'll work. But if you don't use it, no, it won't work for you. It won't work for anybody if they don't use it. That's the message. It's just this is geared towards us because people don't come directly to us and say, here, black people, this is for you. We too want everybody. I don't have enough for everybody, right? They call it target marketing. Target marketing. Nobody has enough money to market to everybody all at once at one time. Target market. All right. So here's what you need to do. Number one, you have to put together strategies and plans of action. Strategies and plans of action. Strategies and plans of action. Now, what is a strategy? Here's my definition of a strategy, right? Strategies are combined ideas working towards a specific goal or purpose. Combine ideas. See, you're getting a lot of ideas from the Money Game series, right? You're getting a lot. But now you have to sit down. You have to organize. You have to combine them. You have to organize them. It's like a cabinet full of spices. But you have to organize. You have to look at what you have. That's step number 2. You have to look at your resources. Okay, I got enough to make a pie. I have enough to make a cake. I have enough to make spaghetti. I have enough to make a meatloaf. Okay? So strategize. Step number 1, strategize and put together a plan of action. And a strategy is combine ideas working towards a specific goal. Specific goal and purpose. Number 2 is look at your resources. What do I have available at my disposal that can help me play the money game to win? What do I have at my disposal? What do I have at my disposal? Right? And let me tell you, it's not always money. It's not always money. The greatest resource is not money, brothers and sisters. It's other people. It's other people. See, when you look at resource, you write down, I got my car, I got my house. But what about your education? Not so much education, formal education, but how about knowledge? What knowledge do you have? Okay, when we say education, we always think of school. What knowledge do you have? That's a resource. Your energy is a resource. Your time is a resource. People are resources. Who do you know? That's a resource. So look at all your resources. Look at all your resources. Then you also have to look at what are the possibilities. What are the possibilities? What are my possibilities? We talked about that in the BFF, right? The Financial Freedom Plan, the BFF. You must have a BFF to win at the money game. All right? If you don't know what a BFF is, then go to DarrellMuhammad.net and you'll find some more live streams that I put up this past weekend, and I'll put up some more. Almost got them all up. I think by the end of January, I'll be caught up with all the streams being on my website. All right. So what are the possibilities? That keeps you hopeful. That makes you, give you the energy and excitement and the mindset to fuel your budget. What are the possibilities? And here's what you have to do. Number 4 is ask how to. Right? Ask how to, not I can't. Ask how to. How can I get my credit score up? How can I get it up in 60 days, 90 days? How can I, increase my income by 20% this quarter by March, by the end of March? How can I? Not I can't. All right? You never win saying I can't. You never win. Football, been watching football this weekend. You see they'll play to the very, very end. 20 seconds left, and there's no possible way of winning. Then they walk on the field. But until a defeat is certain, not by the minds of the players, not in your mind, but the circumstances around you, time has ran out. That's when you know defeat is certain. If you laying on your deathbed and you're about to die, then you know how you played the game up to that point might determine where you are. Okay? All right? But we're not there yet. By God's grace, I'm not there yet. So I still have time on the board. All right? So it's how to, not I can't. I can't is a defeatist mentality, and you need to curse it. All right? Now, here's a big one. Number 5, here's a big one. What is our willingness to do what's necessary? What is our willingness to do what's necessary? You're welcome, sister. You're welcome. What is my willingness to do what's necessary? Go ahead and share. You're getting a lot of information. No excuse 10x. Share, 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 share. That's your price for admission. All right? Because this is information that I paid money to learn. Books, seminars, workshops, and I paid with my mind. Thank you so very, very much, sister. No excuse. I paid with my time. Your time is the most valuable commodity you have. All right? Remember that. That's how you're going to play the money game to win. You have to understand and realize and live by these things. Because there's a lot of people who understand, got knowledge, but they don't have jobs. They're losing in the money game. So it's not about knowledge alone. It's about taking action. Faith without works is dead, right? Then that's what it is. Okay? So here, in order to put all this together, Darrell, in order to put all this together, what do I have to do? That sounds good. But how do I make it all work for me? How do I bring it all together? Here's what you have to do. Number 1. Earl Nightingale said this in The Strangest Secret. Some of you all know what I'm talking about. Right? What do we have to do to bring this all together, to make it work? What does a coach have to do? Looking at the team and individual players and their skill set and the resources, the equipment, the training equipment, the other coaches that he has at his disposal. Those are his resources. Information about the other team. Resources. Information is resource. What's the thing that we have to do to bring it all together to make this work for you and I? Number 1, the most important thing, we have to think. We have to think, brothers and sisters. Most people don't think. We go to school to learn, right? To learn. We go to school to learn, but not learn how to think. We learn how to be trained to do certain things. Right? Accounting. This is how the balance sheet goes. This is how the income statement goes. This is how, the ledger looks like. This is how the ledger works. Learn, which is really training in a lot of cases to do a specific function, but is not designed to teach us to think. So the number 1 thing we have to do is we have to think. We have to have undistracted, deep thoughts. It's hard to think with the TV in the background. Hard to think with the radio playing unless it's classical music. Right? Unless it's classical music. Okay? So think, brothers and sisters. We have to think undistracted, deep thoughts. And then what's going to happen, and that's how you produce aha moments. right? That's how you produce bright ideas. Napoleon Hill talked about that in Think and Grow Rich, right? Aha moments. Why? Because you're thinking deep thoughts. You're thinking creatively. When you think creatively, you produce those aha moments. You have to think creatively. Creatively, the basis of thinking creatively is solution-oriented thinking. The basis, right? The foundation. How do you produce creative thought? By solution-based thinking. Solution-based thinking. That's how you and I produce creative thought. The creative thought will produce the aha moments. The creative thought will produce the solution to any problem. Any problem. There's no problem bigger than creative thought. And we'll probably get more into that in another stream. All right? So that's how you do it. Creative. Negativity cannot create creative thought, cannot produce creative thought. So dwelling on the problem can never produce creative thought, which is necessary to give you and I the solution. All right? Not for us to do it. The solution might be the idea of, oh, I hadn't thought about that person to help me. Oh, I haven't thought about using it that way. All right? So that's what we have to do. Think, undistracted, deep thoughts, produces the aha moment. The aha moment comes from creative thinking, which is produced by solution-oriented thought. Solution-oriented thought. Think about the solution. Think about the solution. Think about the solution. That's how you and I can play the money game to win. That's how you and I have to play the money game to win. All right. So with that being said, if there's no questions, thanks for being here. We got Tony Cox over there. Appreciate you. Chorizo, I think it's pronounced. Sorry about that. And of course, we have Living Chic. Okay. Hope you guys like that over there at Meerkat. My name's DarrellMuhammad. I want to encourage you to go to DarrellMuhammad.net. If you like what you heard and you're ready to take action. This is for the looky looks. It's okay. At one point, I was a looky look. Nobody comes out. That's why God gave you eyes so you can see first, right? So it's okay if you look, keep on coming, as long as you like the content and you're not a troll, right? Thank you very much, Sister Niambi. All right? DarrellMuhammad.net. There it is. All right? But if you like what you hear and you're ready to take action, you're ready to invest time, money, and energy. We covered that last week. If you're ready to invest time, money, and energy into taking action, then go to DarrellMuhammad.net because that's where the action is going to be taken for us. All right. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, thanks for being here. Hashtag Black Wealth. Hashtag Black Enterprise. Hashtag Black Empowerment. Hashtag Black Dollars. Hashtag Black Empowerment. Black Renaissance Black. All right. Somebody got to be bold enough and unafraid. All right, so thank you very much, brothers and sisters. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Wednesday, question and answer. Friday, Freedom Friday. We're going to come out with our Book of the Month Club starting here this month. I haven't decided what book is going to be, but you'll get the email. You'll get the email from being on DarrellMuhammad.net list. All right? Thanks so very much. See you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our black community needs your very best. See you tomorrow, God willing, at 11 a.m. Have a great day. All right, Meerkatters. Thank you, guys.